Welcome back to Louisiana Gaming. Today we are going to be covering the LSU Playbook, and we're going to go over the four formations that you guys need to be running to maximize your offense, and we're going to cover the empty bunch, bunch open offset, the trips, and the tight open. And if you guys enjoy content like this, do me a favor. It tremendously helps the channel grow, and I appreciate it so much. Sub to the channel so you guys don't miss an upload. We have tons of great stuff, other playbook breakdowns, gameplay tips, Dynasty Builder series, whole bunch of things for every player, every game mode, every type. And then if you guys want to like the video or comment, just let me know what you guys want to see, what you guys haven't seen that hasn't been covered, and we will get to it. All right, let's jump into this playbook. Let's jump into our first formation here. We're going to look at the bunch open offset, and immediately I am going to look at RPO read bubble. Depending on the defensive alignment, again, you always want to look at your numbers for the trip side and for the single receiver side. If I see anything with a single corner out here, I am almost throwing the speed out route 99% of the time. It does a great job of cooking man coverage. As you see there, we get a 30-yard touchdown on the first play. If there's numbers on to the right, which there isn't here, there's 4 defenders versus 3 receivers to the right. I'm not going to look at that. I'm probably going to look to the left. But let's just say there's 2 guys over there. I don't like my read. I'm going to view the read option here to the guys on the left, and I'm going to take my running numbers. Now, Alabama did a great job of defending it there and blowing it up. But that is how you're going to read it. You're going to play the numbers game. Sometimes the defense is going to win. Sometimes you're going to win. But the speed out route is money here, as Anderson is just going crazy. And the key to reading the speed out route is if you see a corner that's lined up 5 yards right there, but he's kind of shading outside, I'm not a big fan of the look, so I'm rarely going to throw that. Now, if there's a single high safety and he's not as close to the line of scrimmage, I will throw it every time. But here we have the numbers right. Even though I said there's 4 defensive players to the 3 receivers, I'm looking, one is the read defender. So I'm actually going to throw this bubble route regardless because the P icon should not be able to get to my receiver, as well as long as my receivers hold their blocks here, this should be positive gain. And you see there we get about 12, 13 yards. Trail, wide trail. Again, this is a default play. We're not looking for plays you got to make a lot of adjustments on. You have the drag, the trail, the post, all on the right side that get open. You have the comeback. Again, the comeback is good against a single high safety, but there's no help underneath with the outside corner. So again, you're going to make your reads as such. Drag will be first. Usually users on defense, myself included, will guard the middle. That'll be our responsibility. He's there. Again, you see he gets wide open very, very quick. But assuming we don't get screamed at here, is A gets wide open because of that drag is going to pull the inside user away. Then the swing route from the running back and the post by stretching the field and the sideline with those 2 routes, it's going to open up that trail route. And he does a really good job of beating man there as I held onto the ball. And then there's little spots like this for the post, especially when they're in a cover 3 type. And we'll show you again here. Again, this is that trail route that just gets so open and in the soft spots of the zone. A user literally has to take that away or cross man to make it difficult. And then if you get single high safeties with no looks, you'll have your comeback. Here we go to our check down swing. So again, make them respect every route on the field. All these routes are good and get open at different phases of the defense. So I talked earlier about the RPO read bubble, but the RPO peak wide receiver screen and the RPO alert out are the same exact ways you're reading the defense. There's just different people getting the screens, and then the RPO alert out is a trap run. So just thought I'd throw that out there. Last play we're going to take a look here in bunch open offset is flood. You can absolutely run this stock. You want to put X here on a speed out route to mimic the other formations. You can do that. You can even throw Y on a streak. And I'll just show you, right? All these things are going to be available to us as we drop the ball. Again, now you have this running back Oh my. So coming out here in flood, you can run this absolutely stock and cook here as we have the flat route open to us right away. So they're going to run a man look like this. Our backside in will be open. Again, he absolutely cooks man and gets in soft spots of our zones. If you want to put him on a speed out route, you can absolutely do that. You can even put Y on a streak just to give ourselves options and to mimic the look of the other plays, right? So again, speed out route for the win. You have Y here that we can throw on this streak, and again, you're able to hit him out of the backfield for a quick. Looking at the tight open here, we're going to jump right in. You have a quick base here that is a very good play. You have a bench smash and a bench switch, both very good. I'm going to come out and bench smash. Again, X on a speed out route. And then one of the things that I like to do is I like to put B here on this return route. And so again, read will always be the speed out route. And you see Anderson is getting shifty here for us. You will have this corner route from Y and or A. You know, I just realized I have 2-star guys named Anderson. That's kind of hilarious. Did not realize that. But you will have either one of the corners open. You have this return route here wide open. The corners are really to beat man and or stretch out the zone defense here. So again, here taking a look. Again, this return route is just going to be wide open. Next play we're going to take a look at here at the bench switch. And again, this way, you see you have your tight end here on a out route. X is now running this corner. Then you have this C route from B, and then A here is going to be on a flat route. And one of the things that I actually prefer to do on this actually is I will put A here on the drag and streak Y. And then if I want to, I can just flat RB. So I'm flooding the left, and I have a nice little high-low on the right here. So again, we're going to make them respect every route on the field. A will get here wide open. Quickly on this drag. And here's flat. Boom. Nice little diving out there to the corner route. That actually, corner routes are a lot difficult to hit this year. 25, they were actually pretty easy. Here, X, again, nice little outside pass leverage. So we're able to get that particular play wide open. And then, again, you have check down routes here to RB is quick. It is your hot read if they blitz. So again, a bunch of great plays here, and very easy to be efficient, which is what you want your offense to be. Again, you have quick base. Double hook will is actually a pretty crafty goal line play. You have PA read. In the event that the zig is taken away here, you will have this tight end on this crosser, but I kind of don't like the way he runs it. It seems like he either gets bumped or just takes a long time to get off. You see there we highball it over the guy. Highballing is very good in this year's game. Not quite as good as 25, but it is very good for eliminating interceptions to users playing underneath. So again, add PA read. Trips, I like this trips because they have a slot drive. And again, you have 4 receiving options to one side, which means if they try to play match coverage, it's just going to make it play regular zone defense. I love it because the comeback is solo here on the left. So if there is no help underneath, I'm hitting the comeback every single play. If not, I make them respect our underneath routes here with this drag followed by the backside in. So I'm going to let the user choose, does he want to get beat by the drag or the in? No help. We told you comebacks are going to kill any kind of cover 1, cover 3 look here. I'm going to block my running back here because they're bringing a blitz. But the comeback's going to win. Whew. They threw that. They came in hot there. And you saw the backside in is going to completely beat man. And here again, we have the drag. We have this comeback. Everything is open here. So again, make sure slot drive, best pass play here in this particular formation. You have a RPO rebubble, which is awesome. Then you have middle slant. Middle slant is a very, very underrated pass play. You have the C route. Again, I would probably just put them on a comeback. You have a drag with now this little mini post behind it. Gets into a nice little soft spot in the zone. Again, they're going to bring a man blitz here. Nope. Looks like cover 4. That's fine. But you guys see the pass effectiveness of this play. You're going to have these routes. You have your check down swing. And again, it's a super easy play to read and make efficient. Now after this, we're going to look at one of the big hitter plays is the double pass rail. You don't need to actually do anything. It's going to auto throw it. The problem with this play, do not run the play if there's a slot guy lined up over this guy. You're going to see he will jump it. There, he drops down. But if they're playing press, you don't want to run this play. You want to audible out 100%. Or if you see man. But again, zone, and you see there exactly what I was talking about there. It looked like a cover 1 look. And run it here again. Now they're in zone, and it is going to dumb out the defense for a 1-play touchdown if they're in zone. So throw this play in there. That is why I really like this trips out of LSU. Not a lot of playbooks actually have that rail pass. Last formation we're going to take a look at here. Gun empty, bunch open, bunch arches, bunch trail. You have crossers. You have clear deep, dagger, drive wide corner. Again, a lot of good plays here. Let's go look at bunch arches, and it's actually going to be very similar for the other bunch play that looks just like this. So here, I'm going to put Y here on a speed out route, and you saw I put B on a regular out route. So if you see this, boom, drops. He's now playing a hard flat. We're going to throw the speed out route. And so, again, you can do something very similar to the other side, but we really like it for this drag and the trail. But you saw we hit the drag on the last play. We've hit the speed out. Boom. And now you have this trail route, which is going to beat man and get into the soft spots of zones. We'll throw it one more time. And you notice he actually takes a second before he comes off the line of scrimmage. Makes it really difficult to guard. So empty bunch arches. Then you have bunch trail. Now bunch trail is a little bit different. I am going to put the speed out route, but I'm going to keep R because he's on a corner, which he will absolutely fry man if we get an opportunity. If not, we will just take our reads with the speed out route, the drag, and the trail. Boom. Again, now they're leaving the speed out route wide open. Again, this is the best route in the game. If you have a chance to put that out there, put that out there. But again, this trail route is also just super money. So make sure we're adding this in. These two plays are the two best. And if you're in Dynasty and you're playing a play cooldown, those two plays are extremely efficient to use. Drive, Y corner. Again, another play you don't have to do anything for. Maybe you want to change something up with RB. Let me see, what could you put him on? You want to put him just on a streak to stretch the field, you can absolutely do that. You're going to have this drag. You're going to have the in route coming behind it. And then you're going to have this post kind of wheel route on the left here. See if we can look at that. That's going to get open in a nice little spot behind linebackers, especially users, because what's going to happen is they're going to be guarding the drag or that in, and they're not going to see that little post route coming in behind it. So the wheel route can absolutely beat man. See here. Throw a little back shoulder fade to him there. He didn't get open like I wanted to, but highball the back shoulder fade. And I'm not going to get time to throw this. But, boom. hit this post again. Nice quick read there. So again, you see this empty bunch open. It is a fire empty set that you guys need to be running in this LSU playbook. I hope you guys enjoyed our LSU Playbook breakdown and found some of the stuff in here useful and something you guys can add to your game within this playbook when you guys use it. And as always, if you guys enjoy the content, you want to see more stuff like this, like the video, comment on what you guys want to see next, sub to the channel so you guys don't miss the upload all year. I appreciate you guys. I also have a Patreon. We will be dropping the link in the description below. It is almost up and running. I'm going to have all my exclusive content on there. Appreciate you guys. Can't wait to see you on the next one.